want to welcome you aboard Naked Forex. You may have read the book. I wrote that book, Full Time Trader. I'm going to share with you a hack. But first, what I want to do is talk about something that is kind of weird, to be fair. And the reason why it's weird is because a lot of traders, they and I understand because I focused on the same thing for over 4 years, but I think focusing on this thing is a bit tricky. And I want to challenge you for the next 30 days to focus on something else with your trading and see what happens, okay? Because I think it'll really help. In Japan, if you've ever been to Japan, they have these desserts. If you're coming from a Western country, well, first of all, apparently Westerners smell like butter. So when people from Japan who've been living in Japan their whole life, they come to a Western country like, why does it smell like butter and cream here? and if you've been to Japan, sometimes you're like, oh, it kind of smells like fish over here, which is totally cool because we have different diets and different smells in different countries. And if you've traveled abroad, you know that that's true. But here's what I think is interesting about Japan. They have these desserts that they use red beans with, and apparently it's like a sweet red bean. But if you've grown up, for example, in England your whole life, or in the U.S. or Canada or New Zealand or whatever your whole life, and you've been accustomed to the Western flavors, then tasting like a red bean cake tastes like it doesn't taste like a dessert. There's really not much sweetness to it. But here's the thing: if you grow up in Japan and you spend all that time eating the typical Japanese diet, that red bean cake tastes really sweet. Now, isn't that interesting? Before I forget, if you click the link below or above, or if you go to nakedtradingclass.com, there's a free video there. You don't have to put in your email or anything. It tells you all about building up a small account quickly. So you can get that, and there's a download there, so you get the most out of the course. You can scribble along as you go through the video there. You don't have to put your email in or anything. It's free, and it tells you all about building up a small account quickly. nakedtradingclass.com. Anyway, so what's interesting about the red bean thing is how traders kind of do the same thing. See, we get accustomed to a certain direction or a certain goal, and we don't move, and we don't see it for what it is. If you live in a culture, you don't see that the red bean cake, relatively speaking to other cultures, is not very sweet, or the red bean desserts, the red bean jellies and stuff like that they have. That's not a very sweet thing. But if you come from Japan and you come to Canada, and you have these sweet desserts, it's like, whoa, it's like overload to the tongue, right? You're not used to all this sweet flavors. And I know a lot of people from Japan, when they come to a place like here, like in Australia, and they're like, why do you guys put sugar in everything? And it's true. Like if you look at the labels in, for example, in the US, everything's got high fructose corn syrup in it, like everything. It's hard to avoid it. Anyway, the point is, and this is the main point here, is as a trader, we often focus on things like win rate. Win rate is a biggie. So we spend a whole lot of time. Hey, Kai, good to see you here. We spend a whole lot of time working on improving our win rate, working on changing our strategy so that we get in on more high probability trades. Now, I propose to you that if you spend the next 30 days focusing instead on execution, what I mean by that is keep a journal and rate yourself on every trade entry and rate yourself on every trade exit. And what you want to do is pay attention to whether or not 6:29 a.m., holy free holies. What is that? That's like, what are you, in Germany or something? You are in Italy or something? Anyway, the point is that by focusing on your execution, you move the goalposts, right? Just like when you have a palate that's used to red bean cake as something really sweet, and then you go and have a slice of chocolate cake in in Chicago or whatever, it's like, wow, this is full of sugar. This is weird. The same thing. So if you move away from focusing on being right and trying to get the highest win rate possible and changing your strategy to improve the win rate, instead focus simply on execution. I challenge you. Look at what happens over the next 50 trades. Just do that for 50 trades. Keep a journal. Rate yourself on your entry. Rate yourself on your exit. And you let me know what happens. Put in the comments of this video. Let me know what happens, because I think what you'll find is surprising. By focusing on the execution and disregarding results. So literally, who cares what the outcome is of the trade? Am I following my strategy? Now, this only works if you have the first piece. So there's 3 pieces to trading: a profitable strategy that you believe in, and you have your risk management rules in place so that you achieve what your goal is. And finally, that you have your psychology right, which is what we're talking about here, psychology. We're talking about mindset. We're talking about focusing on what matters. The only thing that matters in trading, provided that you have a profitable system, provided that you have risk management rules that fit your goals. And by the way, in the course at Naked Trading Class, nakedtradingclass.com, you'll get ways to improve, to accelerate a small account and make it really big. The 3 ways to do that in that class. It's free. There's no opt-in or anything. Just go there and watch the video, download the cheat sheet and all that. But once you have those 2 pieces, the system that works, that you believe in, it's profitable, and the risk management rules that are in place, the last piece, and this is always the case, I mean, it happened to me, happened to traders all around the world that I talk to and that I work with, the last thing is psychology. You can always tell a trader who's been around the block because all they are interested in is psychology. You can always tell a newbie trader too, because all they're interested in is systems. And I'm not saying that, like, if you're a newbie trader, that's totally cool. We all go through a certain pattern, a certain pathway. It's pretty typical, actually. And I did the same thing. So please consider, for the next month, for the next 30 or 20 trading days, just focus, or the next 50 trades, whichever comes first, focus on execution. Rate your trades when you get in on the execution, and rate your trades when you get out on the execution. Disregard whether it makes money or not, and see what happens. See what happens when you shift your focus to that. It's like shifting your focus from chocolate cake to the red bean cake or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, you can go to nakedtradingclass.com if you want to get the 3 ways to increase an account or accelerate the growth of an account. nakedtradingclass.com. Otherwise, I'll see you in another video. Have a good one, guys. See ya. Hola from Brazil. Hello. Yeah, it's late over there. Netherlands. Aha. Yeah, sorry guys. I know I was a bit late today. I've been playing with my daughter, so I was a bit late to get on the call here. But we'll see you tomorrow. Okay. See you tomorrow earlier. See ya. Bye.